This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Shelton Fastpitch Field on the campus of Shelton High School in, yes, Shelton, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school spring sports with Evergreen Conference Fastpitch softball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Black Hills Wolves. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this game is Jerry Apple.
Hey, Diedrich. I'm looking forward to this game tonight.
Yeah, these teams
are beautiful weather.
On paper, they seem very evenly matched. Shelton is at 3-7 on the season, 1-4 in the Evergreen Conference. The Highclimbers are coming off Wednesday's 11-10 come from behind walk-off win over Centralia. The Climbers rallied from a 4-run deficit twice, by the way, scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, capped by Ada Gooley's single to right field that scored the winning run with 2 out. These are very important points, aren't they, Jerry?
Yes.
The Black Hills is at 3-4 on the season, 1-3 in EVCO play. The Wolves are coming off a 14-4 loss to WF West on Wednesday, and surprisingly, that went the distance. It wasn't a 10-run rule, so surprising to that. This is the first meeting of the season between Shelton and Black Hills. Last season, the Wolves took 2 of 3 games with the Highclimbers. Their last meeting was May 3rd, 2024, with Black Hills winning 15-7. The Climbers won Game 2, 13-3 on April 26th. The series is tied at 6-6.
Wow.
So they're pretty even over the years. Coming up, lineups, batting orders, and, of course, first pitch. Okay. It's Evergreen Conference Fast Pitch Softball, the Black Hills Wolves at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back at Shelton Fast Pitch Field. Diedrich Allen behind one mic, Jerry Apple behind the other mic. And it's time for the starting lineups, Jerry.
Thank you. Let's start with the visitors, the Black Hills Wolves, under the direction of Mike Vesey. Leading off for the Wolves will be the second baseman, number 4, Kylie McMahon. Batting second is the catcher, number 2, Emma Arco. Batting third, the shortstop, number 28, Kaylee Miller. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, number 15, Maddie Malone. Batting fifth will be the pitcher, number 3, Ella Goheen. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 7, Maddie Knight. Batting seventh, will be the left fielder, 00, Hannah O'Sharek. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 26, McKenna Oderman. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 9, Lily Shipe. And that's your starters for the Wolves. And now your starting lineup for the home team, the Shelton Highclimbers, under Richard Squire, their coach. Leading off will be the right fielder, number 8, Ada Gooley. Batting second, number 7, the right fielder, Cassandra Tyler.
Center fielder, Jerry. Can't have two people in right, right?
Yeah.
You said right fielder for Ada, and Tyler, Cassandra is center.
Yeah, she's
Just
played center field all year.
Just a slip of the tongue. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jerry. Sorry.
Okay, no problems. Batting third is the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schopenhauer. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 2, Liv Rasmussen. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 25, Natalie Glenn. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Michaela Lee. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 43, Riley Rowland. Batting eighth, the pitcher for tonight's game for the Highclimbers, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. And rounding out the lineup, it sounds like basketball, at first base is number 5, Paris Menser. And that's your starting lineup for the Highclimbers.
All right, thank you, Jerry. We'll get the first pitch coming up in just a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
Waiting for the first pitch here between Black Hills and Shelton. Some fast pitch softball for you on a Friday afternoon. Beautiful Friday afternoon, 74 degrees. A few clouds, but mostly sun.
It's going to be another exciting game like we had on Wednesday.
Oh, I hope so.
And you can't get any more exciting than that game.
Yeah, after yesterday's game in Belfair, I'm hoping for a good game. That was not a fun game to call, and yeah. But my hats are off to both those teams, North Mason and Olympic, Jerry, because they did battle, but Olympic is very, very good.
But they're going to get a chance to
they'll
reclaim themselves on Monday.
Yeah, well, we'll be up there. We'll talk about that later. Highclimbers are up right now.
Yeah, and leading off for Black Hills will be the second baseman, number 4, Kylie McMahon.
Yeah, Kylie 1 for 4, 2 RBIs, and scored a run against WF West on Wednesday. So the first pitch to her from Ricks is a strike to start things off. Nice pitch to start it off, Jerry. I like it.
And I like what the umpire, he showed some emphasis on that strike.
We appreciate that. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 to count. All right, now I'm just trying to get everything going here, Jerry. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to the leadoff batter in Kylie McMahon for Black Hills. Here's the 2-1 from Ricks. Going to be swung, and that one's fouled into the tennis court. Well, over the tennis court. Luckily for the girls practicing over in tennis court.
Yeah.
It's kind of hooked and went over the fence. So 2-2 to leadoff batter for the Wolves here. Starting the game out. Top of the first, just underway. Here's the pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 3, and the count goes full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kylie McMahon. First and third for the Highclimbers, playing a little bit in. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a leadoff walk. So 1 on for Black Hills.
And now up is your second hitter for the Wolves, the catcher, Emma Arco.
And Emma was 0 for 4 on Wednesday. See if she can get her bat going here today against the Highclimbers. So 1 on, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1. So, sorry, 1 and 0. I was pushing the wrong button and saying the wrong thing at the same time, Jerry. That's not a good start. So 1 ball, 1 on, nobody out for Black Hills here in the top of the first. Pitch on the way, shows bunt again. Nice, solid bunt. Ricks will pick it up, throw it over to first, and Mincer for out there on the play, however. McMahon makes her way over to second base. So 1 out and still 1 on, runner at second base.
And now up is your shortstop, number 28, Kaylee Miller.
And Kaylee was 1 for 3, hit a triple, drove in a run, and walked once on Wednesday. Here's first pitch to her, swing and a miss. Oh, she was thinking about going for the fences there. So 0-1 to Miller. Again, you've got McMahon over there at second base. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss again by Miller. So it's like the Wolves are coming out here, at least it's the third batter swinging here, Jerry. Of course, that's how hitters hit, is they swing, right?
And Kaylee Ricks is throwing some velocity.
So 0-2 to Miller. She'll swing and a miss. She goes down swinging, though. So 2 away and 1 on for the Wolves.
And now up is your cleanup hitter, the center fielder, number 15, Maddie Malone.
Maddie 0 for 2 with a walk on Wednesday. So runner at second still, 2 out now. There's a strike on the outside corner.
Got pretty good control so far. Well, they had that
balls.
leadoff walk, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of balls so far.
But throwing some speed.
Malone will dig back in, wait for the 0-1. That's going to be ball. 1-1 to count. Again, 2 out, 1 on.
A lot of people have asked how fast does a high school pitcher throw? Usually between 55 and 65.
Softball, you're talking. Not the hard ball.
Right, exactly.
Here's a 1-1. There's a swing, and that one's fouled off the screen.
That's
so 1-2, the count to Kylie Miller. 2 out, 1 on again. Kylie McMahon is over on second base. Looking to come home here in the top of the first. No score. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's popped up. Playable. Mitzer going up and can't quite get to it. It drops in and a foul, so the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Paris was very, she was looking up. She was looking at the coach over there. Didn't want to run into him. Very aware. Here's the next pitch, and there's a little dribbler there. It's going to be picked up by Mincer. She'll toss it over, and there's a safe, and the runner's going to come in. McMahon scores. And
they did.
No, was it out at first? Oh,
yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jerry, for catching that.
Kind of delayed the call.
Okay.
It was a delayed call.
Well, I heard save. I saw a save, but that was the coach on first base. So we are through half an inning. No score. The Wolves leave 1 out there on second. We head to the bottom of the frame. Shelton coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we head to the bottom of the first inning, no score. The Shelton Highclimbers coming up.
Yeah, Ada Gooley, the right fielder, is leading off, number 8. And she had quite a good game on Wednesday and scored the winning run.
Yeah, 3 for 4, a double, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a walk for Ada on Wednesday. First pitch to her is low for ball 1.
It's always nice to see Ada get on because she does have some speed.
Yeah. Here's the 1-0 from Goheen. She swings and she hits that one. It's going to hit the fence foul, so 1-1 the count. Ella Goheen on Wednesday went 4 innings, gave up 9 runs, 4 earned on 6 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. She faced 24 batters. That's her line on her last outing. Here's the 1-1 to Gooley. Swings and that popped that one up. Again, that one's playable. Just hit the top of the dugout on the first base line. So 1-2 now the count to Ada Gooley. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here in their half of the first inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Goheen. Little ground ball, that's fair. Picked up there by the third baseman. Throw over to first, and that will be the out there from Shipe to Knight, from third to first, and that's out number 1 for Shelton.
And now up is number 7, the center fielder, Cassandra Tyler.
And Cassandra, 2 for 4, a walk, scored 2 runs.
Yes, and Shelton had 14 hits on Wednesday night. 14 hits.
Back to bats. First pitch in to Cassandra was ball 1. So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimber here. Cassandra Tyler will step in, wait for the 1-0 from Ella Goheen. Here it comes. Swing and a fly ball center field. Shallow out there to grab it and glove it is Maddie Malone, and that's out number 2. So 2 down.
And now up is your third hitter, the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schuffenhauer.
Haley had a pretty decent afternoon. 2 for 3, a walk, 2 runs scored.
And we're always impressed with their ability to play out in the field.
Oh, everywhere. First pitch to her was a strike on the outside corner. She seems to be everywhere, Jerry. She's very fast as well.
And played a lot of baseball.
So the first pitch was a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 0-1 swing, and that one's in foul territory. And Knight can't quite get to it. Drops it in foul, so 0-2 to Schuffenhauer. So 2 out, nobody on for Shelton. No score. Bottom of the first inning. Just underway. Couple of evenly matched teams, at least on paper, Jerry.
Yes.
Here's the 0-2 to Schuffenhauer. She'll swing and ground one right back to Goheen in the pitching circle. Throw it over to first. Knight will record the out, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers here in their half of the first. We head to the second. No score on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything.
Second inning now, no score. Black Hills coming up.
Yeah, leading off will be number 3, the pitcher, Ella Goheen. Interesting thing, Ella was able to retire the Shelton Highclimbers 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. And I want to thank you, Diedrich, for having me wear a hat. Makes a big difference. And I think this headphone might be fitting better on my head.
I hope so. Ella was 1 for 3 on Wednesday against WF West. The first pitch to her is a swing and a miss. Strike one. You know, Jerry, I was looking for hats and stuff online, and I found this umbrella thing that sits on your head. I almost bought it for you. I was thinking about it. So, here's the next pitch. It's high, ball 1-1-1.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, literally funny. And I thought, no, I was so tempted to buy it for you. Here's a 1-1 to Ella Goheen, swinging a fly ball. That's headed toward left field. And it's gone, a solo home run for Ella Goheen, and puts Black Hills on the board. 1-0. She got a lot of that one. I thought that was going to go foul, Jerry.
Yeah.
But it stayed in play. And Black Hills is up 1-0.
So also give her an RBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The solo home run. Sorry, I'm trying to. You think with all the stuff that I do here, I would be used to all of everything, but I keep forgetting. All right, so 1-0.
Now up is number 7, the first baseman, Maddie Knight.
Maddie was 0 for 3 against WF West on Wednesday. First pitch to her is ball and off the glove of Rasmussen. She goes back and gets it. 1 in, nobody out for Black Hills here. Bottom of the second inning. 1-0. Here's the next pitch. Swinging that one again is fouled off the the helmet. I think it also got the home plate umpire. So 1-1 to count. Yeah, in yesterday's game, Jerry, up in Belfair, a lady got, a reason why you wear helmets, a young lady got hit, beamed in the head with a ball on a pitch. It wasn't intentional, it just hit her in the head. There's a swing and a pop-up, and that's coming over our heads and out of play, so 1-2 to count. So that's, if you always wonder why they wear those helmets, that's why. Anything can happen out there. And the face shields, and you name it. So Maddie Knight steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 in, nobody out for Black Hills, leading 1-0. After the solo home run, here's a pitch and a swing and a pop fly. Infield. Who's got it? It's going to be Schuffenhauer coming in just outside the pitching circle for the out there. I was looking to see who was calling that, Jerry, and I couldn't see her, Jerry. I don't know why. I don't know. It's Haley's call. So 1 out, 1 in. Here's 0-0.
Yep, and this is Hannah Shurik, the left fielder.
And I don't have anything about her batting on Wednesday, but she did pitch. She takes ball 1. I don't think she's actually played a whole lot so far this season. Here's a pitch on the way, swing, and that one's a little pop fly, and coming in to get it is Paris Mincer in foul territory, but it's out number 2. So 2 down for Black Hills.
And now up is your third hitter this inning, and this is number 26, the right fielder, McKenna Olderman.
Yeah, McKenna 0 for 2, but did score a run. Imagine she was a courtesy runner at one point in time. Here's the first pitch to her. That one a little out of control. And ball 1. I think that slipped out of Kaylee's hand on the on the throw. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, 1 in, nobody on. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to be ball number 2. Jerry, why don't you go get that ball there?
I will. I was ready.
We're so lucky there's a backstop and a fence in the way. We would be beat up by...
Oh, you'd be amazed how well I would do.
Moving? Next thing I know, Jerry's in the parking lot. Here's the 2 ball, no strike pitch. Strike down the middle of the plate. Nice pitch there from Miss Ricks. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 in, nobody on for Black Hills, leading 1-0. Top of the second inning. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball right to Paris Mitzer's glove at first. She'll take 3 steps, step on the bag, and that will do it for Black Hills in the inning. But they do get 1. They lead 1-0. We head to the bottom of the frame. Shelton coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. it's not safe. If you see a down line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Boy, they're quick in this heading to the second inning of play. Go ahead, Jerry.
Up is the catcher, number 2, the cleanup hitter, Liv Rasmussen.
Yeah, Liv took strike 1. Pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball that goes foul. So it's 0-2, right, Jerry? They just went really quick on me on this one. Plus the wind knocked over stuff, so got to fix some stuff as well. All right, so pitch on the way, swing and a pop up again. That one coming down just inside the screen there. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes, right? And the home plate umpire's out of balls. He's accounting for all his balls. Go ahead, Jerry.
I was watching in the last game on Wednesday, the Centralia coach was sitting on, had a bucket of balls, and she was just constantly giving the umpire a baseball, or the pitcher a baseball. But
you mean a ball.
They'll get
Just
with
softball.
it tonight. They'll get with it
tonight.
tonight.
It's just everybody's out of rhythm right now for some reason. It's Friday. I don't know. All right. So 0-2.
Yeah, Liv Rasmussen stepping back in.
I like that. Rich Squire comes out with 2 balls right out of the wrapper and handed them to the home plate umpire. Here you go, sir. So Rasmussen leading things off for the Highclimbers here in their half of the second inning. Bottom of the second, that is.
Boy, Liv Rasmussen really hugs that plate.
Well, she does. They pitch to her. It's going to be just a bit outside and low for ball 1-1, and 2 is the count. I should talk about what Liv did. She's 1 for 3, a double, a walk, and scored a run on Wednesday. Just throw that out there. Here's the 1-2 to her. Swing and a miss, and Liv goes down swinging. So 1 out for the Highclimbers here in the second.
And now up is number 25, Natalie Glenn, the second baseman.
She had a game, Jerry.
A game that you will always remember.
She was 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and scored 2 runs. Just a small little outing for her.
And it's so good to see her back playing.
Yeah. She takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in their half of the second inning, trailing Black Hills 1-0. Next pitch is low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out for Natalie Green. Glenn. Why do I always want to call her Green, Jerry? I don't have a clue. I've done that several times over the past years. So here's the 2-0, excuse me. And that's 3 balls. Well, the wind is a lot stronger than I anticipated here, Jerry. It's moving stuff around a lot farther than I thought. My pin goes rolling. I got an iPad on the floor. It's going to be great. There's a swing and a miss by Natalie Glenn. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Thank goodness you've given me a couple of heavy objects to hold down my scorebook.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think I would need them over here. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 2 called, so the count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. One of these moments I'll have to get down there and get my iPad because it's one of my monitors here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Highclimbers.
And that's the second strikeout for the Black Hills pitcher, Ella Goheen, who's had quite a game so far. And now up is your 3rd hitter of this inning, and this is your left fielder, number 4, Michaela Lee.
Michaela, 3 for 3, a walk and a couple runs scored on Wednesday. She swung and missed at the first pitch to her.
Yeah, she had a good game. Did she have 3 singles?
Yeah. That'd be the 3 of the 3 for 3. Pitch on the way outside, just a bit outside. If I didn't say double or triple or home run, Jerry, after the 3 for 3, I wouldn't have.
And I know Michaela played a little bit of catcher too, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Hit the, yeah.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Swing and a miss by Lee. So 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. And Michaela's going to take time, go over talk to Coach Squire. We'll adjust on her swing, I believe. Maybe that'll give me a moment to pick up my iPad, Jerry, without stepping on it. It's right under my feet.
I sure enjoyed interviewing Richard Squire after the game on Wednesday.
Impromptu interview. I think he really appreciated that. Pitch on the way, swing, and that one's fouled off the first base line, out of play. I'll probably hear about it later.
Oh, I think he was happy to do that.
We kind of just ambushed him as he walked by.
Yeah, I gave him a high five, and I kind of committed him.
Well, he said he had a comment, and I had to get him on mic. You come over here, and I got a hot mic. I'm going to hand it to you. You got something to say. So Lee will step back in with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on for Shelton here. Bottom of the second, 1-0. Black Hills on top. And the Highclimbers are at bat. Here's pitch on the way from Ella Goheen, and that's going to be high for ball 2. 2-2, the count.
Lots of 2s.
Yeah. So that'd be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the second, pitch on the way from Goheen, swinging out, pop fly. That's going over everybody's head into the tennis court. Luckily, the tennis players have moved to the far courts. Get out of the line of fire today.
Good call there.
Yeah, so the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And 2 out. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that will do it for the Highclimbers here in their half of the second. We head to the third. 1-0 Black Hills.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Third inning, Jerry. 1-0 Black Hills.
Yeah, and now up is the third baseman, number 43, Riley Rowland.
Oh, right. Actually, no, this is Black Hills at bat, Jerry. Number 9. Is that a 9?
Oh, I'm
You're
sorry.
on the wrong sheet. That's all right.
Lily Shipe, the third baseman, number 9. I just spaced out.
You're looking at the wrong half. She takes strike 1. It's okay, Jerry. You're entitled.
But I do want to mention that the pitcher for Black Hills, Ella Goheen, struck out the side.
Right.
Wow.
Next pitch, a little bit high, ball 1-1-1. Shipe on Wednesday, where she 0 for 2, walked once, scored a run against WF West.
And we're in the top of the third.
Yep.
And Black Hills is up.
Yeah. Here's a little pop fly, and Paris Minster's having a little bit of a workout over there. She's got at least 3 balls here. That's out to number 1 for Black Hills.
And now up is a leadoff hitter. This is Kylie McMahon. She walked back in the first and was stranded on second base.
First pitch to her is a line drive ground ball, actually right into the glove of Glenn. Throw to Minster at first. Nice grab by Paris to get that ball and record the out. Got to tell you, that was a good. Glenn's throw was a little bit off, and Minster reached around and grabbed it, keeping her foot on the bag, and that's out number 2.
And now up is the catcher, number 2, Emma Arco. And she grounded out to the pitcher back in the first.
She takes ball 1. On the first pitch to her, 2 out, nobody on, 1-0 Black Hills with the lead and at bat. Top of the third, as Jerry said just a moment ago. Here's a pitch
trying to redeem myself.
Yeah.
Trying to redeem myself.
Next pitch was a ball inside and high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on for Black Hills. And to get some base runners out there again. Here's a pitch on the way. There's a strike. I thought she was going to swing at that one, Jerry. It looked like she was.
Yeah.
Maybe she should have. Strike 1 called. So 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 out and nobody on. Here's the next pitch on the way. It's going to be high for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike.
I think Emma Arco is going to be taking here.
Okay. That's going to be ball, and she'll head to first base with the walk. So 1 on and 2 out.
And that's the second walk given up by the pitcher, Kaylee Ricks. And now up is your number 28, the shortstop, Kaylee Miller. And she's 0 for 1.
And we have a courtesy runner for the catcher, and that will be number 10. That'll be Haley McMahon at first base now.
Okay.
Here's the first pitch to Miller. It's going to be low and ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Runner at first base is Haley McMahon. Pitch on the way is going to be high. Gets away from Rasmussen, so McMahon will make her way over to second base.
Yeah, so a wild pitch there.
So runner in scoring position with 2 out for the Wolves. And stepping back in will be Kaylee Miller. Getting 2 out, 1 on. Runner at second. Pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 3. Crowd didn't like that call. So 3 balls.
And I'm sure she'll be taken also.
So 3 balls, no strike. 2 out, 1 on. Ricks with the pitch. Swing and a line drive ground ball out over there to left field. Throw in is over the head of third baseman. Coming in to score is McMahon. Heading for third is going to be Miller, and that will be an RBI, making it 2-0.
Yeah, Kaylee Miller will be given that RBI. And there was an error on that play on the overthrow.
So not a triple, but a double, you think? It was
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
hit into left field.
It was, but yeah, let's give it a double.
A double with an error. So the next batter is going to be Maddie Malone.
Yeah, and she is 0 for 1, and she's a center fielder for the Wolves.
Is that a ball? I believe that was a ball, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So 1 ball, 2 out, 1 in, and 1 on. Runner at third base is Miller. Next pitch is going to be ball 2. So 2-0. Malone waits for the next pitch. Ooh, that's a strike call on the inside. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Maddie Malone. I like that name, Jerry. Just kind of flows. Maddie Malone.
She was trying to move back a little bit to make the umpire think about that call.
Well, he didn't bite on that one.
No, he didn't.
Pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the turf, so ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 in, 1 on. Runner at third base. That's Miller. Kaylee Miller is at third. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball number 3, and coming in is going to be Miller on that wild pitch, and that'll make it 3-0 Black Hills. And that's actually the 4th ball, so runner at first base now. That's a walk, Jerry. So 2
and
in.
Now stepping in is Ella Goheen. She hit a home run the last time.
Popped one up to left field. Schuffenhauer out there to grab it. away from Lee, and that'll end the inning, but the damage was done. Black Hills adds 2. They lead 3-0, heading to the bottom of the third on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Bottom of the third, 3-0. Black Hills with the lead. Shelton coming up.
Yeah, and Black Hills had 2 runs on 1 double. There was 1 error committed, 1 left on base, and there was 2 walks. And now Riley Rowland is up, the third baseman, number 43.
Just swing and miss the first pitch to her. 0-1.
And Riley is the 7th hitter in the Shelton Highclimber lineup.
Here's the next pitch to her. She'll swing and pop one up. It's headed right to the third base line in the left field. Drops foul. As you heard the home plate umpire bark out. So 0-2 to Riley Rowland. Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here. In the bottom of the third inning. Trailing 3-0 to Black Hills. Ella Goheen into her windup. Here's the pitch. Going to be high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Rowland. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 1 for the Highclimbers.
And that's a 4th strikeout for Ella Goheen. And now up is your pitcher, and this is Kaylee Ricks.
Here's first pitch to Kaylee. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, she has struck out the last 4 hitters. Ella has.
Yeah. Here's the next pitch. Another swing and a miss. 0-2 to Kaylee Ricks. 1 out. Nobody on. I say 2 out. I don't know why. Bottom of the third, 3-0 is our score. Black Hills with the lead, and Shelton at the bat. Swing and a pop fly. That's going to be the infield. And Goheen just stays right there in the pitching circle for the out. And that's out number 2.
And now up is number 5, the first baseman, Paris Mincer. I like that first name, Paris.
Paris, yes.
That's cool.
Paris will step in, wait for the first pitch from Ella Goheen. 2 out, nobody on. Here's pitch on the way. Just a bit high and outside for ball 1.
Highclimbers trying to get something going here.
Here's the next pitch, and it's going to be high for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Paris Mincer.
Good job of holding up on that one.
She wanted to.
She did. She did.
So here's the 2-0. Swing and a fly ball, right field. And out there under it for the out is going to be Orderman. And that's going to do it for the Highclimbers here in the inning. We head to the 4th, 3-0 Black Hills.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and the Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
So we're back for the fourth inning of play. 3-0 Black Hills. They have the lead, and they're coming up to bat here.
Yeah, and up leading off for the Black Hill Wolves is the first baseman, number 7, Maddie Knight. She's 0 for 1, flew out to the shortstop.
Okay, Rick's still in the pitching circle. Here's the pitch on the way. It's going to be a bit low for ball 1. From my angle, that looked like a good pitch, but
It was a nice pitch,
yeah,
good velocity.
Yeah, but it was not in the right spot. So 1 ball, no strikes. Next one is a different location and high, ball 2. So 2-0 to Maddie Knight. This pitch on the way. You're still a bit high. So 3 balls and no strikes tonight. The leadoff batter for Black Hills. They're up 3-0 here. In the top of the 4th, pitch on the way. There's a strike. So 3-1. To Maddie Knight. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a leadoff walk, Jerry. So Knight heads over to first base.
And that's the 3rd walk given up by the Highclimbers. And now up is 0-0, the left fielder, Hannah Oshirik. And she flew out to the first baseman back in the 2nd.
Shows bunt. She bunts it. Gets it a little bobble there by Ricks and no throw. As Oshirik is at first base. And Knight makes her way to 2nd.
Yeah, and there's an error on that.
Well, Roland came over to get it. It went by her. Ricks picked it up, or tried to pick it up, and couldn't quite handle it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So. And now up is number 26, the right fielder, McKenna Oderman. And she grounded out, or lined out to the first baseman back into 2nd.
The first pitch was a ball. So runners at 1st and 2nd for the Wolves, leading 3-0 here in the 4th inning. A swing and a fly ball. Right field is fair, right at the line. Grounding 3rd and heading home is going to be, Knight, and that makes it 4-0. And they did get the runner at 2nd base for the out. So 1 on, 1 in, 1 out.
And now up is 3rd baseman number 9, Lily Scheip. And Lily flew out to the first baseman back into 2nd.
Swings and hits a foul off the first base line. Out of play. Makes it 0-1. 1 out, 1 on. Runner at first base. And an 0-1. It's going to be ball 1. 1-1 the count. To Scheip, and running as the ball got thrown out over first base and making her way over to 2nd. It's going to be Kaylee Miller. Is that right?
Yeah, that'll be an error.
Is that an 8 or a 20? It's 6. Hold on a second here, Jerry. I'm a little confused. Okay, this is way off. Never mind. So runner at 2nd. The ball.
And McKenna, I don't know if you mentioned this, McKenna Oderman on 2nd.
It's Oderman, yeah, okay, that's who's on 2nd base. That's what I was trying to figure out who that was. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 in, 1 on. Pitch on the way, inside. Ball 3, so 3-1 the count. to Shipe. Oderman's at second base. Pitch on the way, swing and a ground ball picked up there by Schuffenhauer. Looks at second, throws it to first over the glove, out of the glove, and rounding third coming in to score is going to be Oderman. That makes it 5-0. And yet another error here.
Yeah, we have another error.
And on that play, actually, Shipe ends up at second base.
And just to settle them down right now, you know, it's probably a good timeout for Richard Squire to go out to the mound and talk to the girls.
Now we have a moment here. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can find us on, Facebook, X, YouTube, Twitch. Use the handle at Mason Web TV to find us on those platforms.
And now up is your second baseman, number 4, Kylie McMahon, and she is 0 for 1, had a walk back in the first.
All right, first pitch to McMahon is a strike. So McMahon will step back in. Shipe is at second. 2 runs are in. 5-0 is the score. 1 out. Pitch inside for ball 1, 1-1. There's a 1-1. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch on the way, and that's a ground ball. Foul at the first baseline.
You know, like Richard Squire said, the coach for the Highclimbers, never count the girls out.
Oh, no.
The Highclimber girls. You know, they've done some nice jobs of coming back and making games close.
Swing and a pop fly. It's up the first baseline. Oh, what a play by Natalie Glenn. Ran over there, and they throw to second. Almost doubled it up there, but Shipe got back.
What a heads-up play by...
Oh, my goodness. Mincer couldn't quite get to it, and Glenn sprinted over there and took the ball for the out right at the foul line.
And now up is the catcher, number 2, Emma Arco. And Emma is 0 for 1, had a walk back in the third, and did score the second run for Black Hills.
Takes ball 1. So 2 out, 1 on, 2 in. Pitch on the way. There's a strike. Looked like Arco was going to swing at that one and decided not to.
I still can't get over that. Was a beautiful play by Natalie.
Yeah,
Glenn.
it was. Thought that was just going to be a routine drop foul there, and nope. So now, swing and a pop fly. That's headed over to shallow left. Schuffenhauer under it to grab it, and they record the out, and that will do it for the Wolves here in their half of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the frame. Unfortunately, the Wolves got 2, and they lead 5-0. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Bottom of the fourth, Jerry.
Yeah, in the top of the fourth, Black Hills had 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 3 errors committed, 1 left on base, and 1 walk. And now up is your leadoff hitter, Ada Gooley. And Ada is 0 for 1.
All right. This is the first time the Highclimbers are back to the top of the order in the ball game here in the 4th. Pitch on the way. It's going to be high for ball 1. That's what I'm trying to say there, Jerry. Did I make any sense when I said that?
No, yeah, she's retired 9 in a row.
Yeah, that's really the
basically.
Yeah, Goheen's having quite a game. There's a swing and a little ground ball picked up there by the shortstop. Quick throw over to first. So a nice play by Miller to get it over to Knight. That was a quick throw. That's 1 out.
Yeah, and now up is your second hitter this inning. This is number 7, the center fielder, Cassandra Tyler, and she's 0 for 1, flew out to center field in the first inning.
Come on, update. All right. So first pitch to Cassandra Tyler is a ball. Appears my graphics are being slow right now, Jerry, so we're behind on our graphics. Next pitch on the way. It's going to be low for ball 2, so 2-0 to Cassandra Tyler. Which is going to check the line on Ella Goheen to this point in the ball game. Let's see here. She's got 40 pitches, only 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss by Cassandra Tyler. Yeah, she's faced 10 batters here. This will be 11.
Not a bad pitch count.
No, not at all. Here's the next pitch. There's a little hopper. Again, Miller with a play and a quick throw over to first and Knight. And that's out number 2. Boy.
I know, going pretty quick.
Kaylee, no, I was just thinking that Kaylee Miller has a quick transition from glove to hand and throw. It's almost amazing.
She does.
Yeah.
And now up is your third hitter this inning, the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schopenhauer.
Swings and misses the first pitch.
And speaking of shortstops, here's another one that does well fielding.
Yeah. So 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 5-0. Schopenhauer swings and pops one up. It is out there, and Miller again with the grab off the fly ball that time, and that's 1-2-3 again for the Climbers. We head to the 5th, 5-0 Black Hills.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
We're in the 5th inning now. 5-0 Black Hills.
And now up is number 28, the shortstop, Kaylee Miller. We were just talking about her great defensive plays. And she, back in the 3rd inning, had a double and an RBI and also scored the 3rd run. Kaylee Miller.
Yeah, there's a quick change in the outfield for the Highclimbers. Gooley's gone over to left field. The first pitch to Miller was a ball. Ball 1.
Yeah, Ada's played more left field than she has right field.
Surprised she was in right field. And so Michaela Lee is now in right. Next pitch on the way to Miller is ball 2. So 2-0 to the leadoff batter for the Wolves here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. It looked like she was going to swinging for the fences on that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter. And that pitch was low and inside for ball 3. So 3-1 the count to Miller. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to hook foul off the third baseline. So the count is now full to Kaylee Miller.
It's pretty close there, though. To be unfair.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff batter for the Wolves here. And there's going to be a leadoff walk there.
Yeah, that's the 5th walk given up by Shelton. And now up is Maddie Malone, the center fielder. And she is 0 for 1, had a walk back in the 3rd.
So a little meeting in the pitching circle. I'm thinking, yep, it looks like Kayla Ricks' afternoon is done. So coming in from left field will be Ada Gooley. While she takes her warm-ups, we'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Now stepping in is Maddie. Oh,
It's okay, Jerry.
I'm sorry.
She'll take strike 1. There's a throw over to second base, and sliding in safely is Miller.
I always liked having Diedrich introduce the inning, and then I come in.
Well, it didn't happen
we'll get
there.
it straight.
Well, it was a really quick warm-ups there for Ada Gooley.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
So the next pitch on the way is going to be inside for ball 1. So 1-1 is the count.
Yeah, and Maddie Malone, of course, is up, and she's a center fielder, and she's 0 for 1. I think I mentioned that, but
Nobody out, 1 on. Pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive. That's going to drop in for a base hit out there to left field. Rounding. Oh, boy, is she fast, too, is Miller. And that makes it 6-0 for Black Hills.
And give Maddie Malone an RBI on that.
Yeah, she's over on first base safely. But boy, oh boy, did Miller book around third base. I look up, she's already halfway to home.
And that was a shot. That was a hard hit ball.
There's a swing and a ground ball. That's going to be gloved there by Schaffenauer. Throw to second for the out there, and Glenn couldn't get the ball to her glove in time. And the batter, Ella Goheen, is safe on first base. But that's out number 1.
Yeah, that was a shot because Schaffenauer couldn't even get to it.
Yeah. So 1 out, 1 on and 1 in here.
And now up is number 7, Maddie Knight. And Maddie has scored a run, and she's 0 for 1. Flew out to the shortstop and had a walk back in the 4th.
First pitch was a ball. Next one's a check swing. Runner, no, holds up there. That should be strike, right? Yeah. So 1-1 is count tonight. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in for the Wolves here in the inning. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Runner goes, throw to second, and Goheen slides in. Nicely done.
Yeah.
She had great form on that slide, Jerry. I don't know if you noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
She had great form. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Give her a stolen base.
Yeah, okay, that's 2 balls. There's a ground ball that goes foul. That's strike 2. So 2-2 the count tonight. 1 out, 1 on. Goheen is in the scoring position at second base. That's Ella Goheen. And Maddie Knight steps back in. Pitch on the way. Change-up gets away from Rasmussen, and heading over to third is Goheen. She rounds the corner there and holds up.
Yeah, pass ball there.
So 2-2 the count. 1 out, 1 on. Runner at third base. 1 in here for the Wolves. Swing and a miss. And a throw actually for the first to record the out. And it's out number 2. So 2 away.
And now up is 0-0, the left fielder, Hannah Osherik. And she is 0 for 2. Did score a run, the last run, or the 5th run for the Wolves.
The first pitch was a ball. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be ball 2. So 2-0. 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. 6-0 Black Hills with the lead and at bat. And Osherik is at bat. She takes another pitch, swings and ground ball right to Schaffenauer. Gloves it, throw to first to get the Highclimbers out of that inning. But the Wolves add 1. And they're up 6-0.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we head to the bottom of this 5th inning. 6-0 Black Hills. Highclimbers coming up to bat.
Yeah, and up now is your cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 2, Liv Rasmussen. And she struck out in the 2nd inning.
Pops the first pitch up into right field. And out there to grab it for the out is going to be Venable. And that's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Haven't called that name at all.
And now up is your second baseman, Natalie Glenn, who's done a beautiful job out there fielding for the Highclimbers, and she's 0 for 1.
So 1 out. First pitch to Glenn is a swing and a miss. 0-1. With 1 out. Hadley waits for the next pitch from Ella Goheen. It's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 6-0. Pitch on the way, swing and a fly ball. Jumping up there and grabbing it is going to be Miller for the 2nd out. She just is having a game as a defensively.
Yeah, she is.
Wow. So 2 down.
And now up is Michaela Lee, your left fielder, number 11, and she's 0 for 1.
So 2 away. First pitch to Lee is high for ball 1. Goheen at 50 pitches now, Jerry. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a fly ball. That's heading out there to shallow right. And it will be Kylie McMahon will grab that one and record the out. And that'll do it for the Highclimbers. Again, 1, 2, 3. We head to the 6th. 6-0 Black Hills.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. it's not safe. If you see a down line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
So we're in the 6th inning of play. Top of the 6th, 6-0. Black Hills leading things off will be number 20. That's Tyler Venable.
Yep.
And she is playing right field, Jerry.
Yep.
So
good catch.
Yeah. Well, she made the last out, so it's pretty easy for me to remember that. And let's see here. Tyler was 1 for 2 with a walk. Scored a run against WF West on Wednesday. In her first at-bat. First pitch is going to be a ball.
And Ella Goheen, the pitcher for Black Hills, has retired the first 15 batters.
Yeah. Her,
no hitter.
Yeah. There's a ground ball hopper picked up by Riley Rowland. Throw is high over the head. So Venable will turn the corner, head to second base. She might even get third if they don't get it in. They do finally get it in. So another error on the Highclimbers, Jerry.
Yeah, that's the 5th error.
So that'll bring up Lily Shape.
Yep, and she is 0 for 2.
Swings and grounds one. There's Schaffenauer with the ball. Looks at second, throws to first for the out, holding the runner Venable at second base. That's one away now for Black Hills.
Yeah, she did a nice job there of holding the runner.
Yeah.
And now up is your leadoff hitter. This is Kylie McMahon, and she is 0 for 2, has a walk back in the first.
Ground the first pitch to her, foul up the third base line, so it's 0-1 to Miss McMahon.
Kylie Riggs only threw a 3-hitter in the 4 innings.
Pitch on the way, and there's a little ground ball hopper, throw to first for the out there on the play. Venable makes her way to third, throw over to third a little bit late, and that'll be out number 2, but Venable is on third base.
And now up is your catcher, and this is number 2, Emma Arco. And Emma is 0 for 2, had a walk, and scored the second run.
That pitch looked like it was going to be high and dropped in for strike 1. So Arco will step back in, wait for the 0-1. Swing and a line drive that's going to get into left field. Run comes in to score. That's Venable. And Arco's on first base with 2 out and 1 in.
That was sharply hit.
7-0 now, Black Hills.
And give an RBI to Emma Arco. And now up is Kaylee Miller, the shortstop.
She'll pop one up to center field. It's going to go up to the fence, drop in for a base hit. Heading to third and rounding there. Heading home is going to be McMahon, making it 8-0. And Miller's at second base. Right,
yeah,
Miller?
that's her second double.
Yeah, wow.
And that's her second RBI.
Swing and a hit over there to third base. Riley Rowland will glove it, throw over to Paris Mincer, and that'll end the inning. But damage was done. I have 8 runs total for the Wolves. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Shelton coming up.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning of play. 8-0 Black
Yeah,
Hills.
that's what I have too.
Yeah, they haven't fixed the scoreboard yet. I've learned to ignore the scoreboard as much as possible, actually, Jerry. And we have a insert here as a batter, as Bailey Plant will lead things off.
And she'll be batting for Riley Rowland.
And Bailey was 0 for 1 against Centralia on Wednesday. She did draw a walk, however. So she had 2 at-bats.
What is Plant's first name?
Bailey.
Bailey Plant. Thank you. You only said that twice.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. Selda Goheen still in the pitching circle for the Wolves.
What a game, huh?
Yeah, 51 pitches heading into this inning. His first pitch is going to be a strike at the knees. Wow. Came in fast, Jerry.
Yeah, she's probably throwing in the high 50s, low 60s.
So the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Bailey Plant leading things off for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's expecting a slightly closer game, but you never can count out Shelton. They do their best in the late innings. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be high.
Not when they score 5 runs in the 7th inning of a game to win it.
Well, that's true. That's what I'm saying. They're kind of a late round team here. See if Plant can get things started. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and she goes down swinging. So 1 away for the Shelton here in the 6th.
And now up, we got number 2. No, we have another
21. That's Sadie Makowitz. And Sadie versus Aberdeen on April 2nd was 0 for 2.
Okay.
Takes stick ball 1, excuse me, in the first one. So some new faces out there.
Yeah.
So here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss as Sadie was swinging for the fences on that one. 1-1 now the count.
Well,
One
they're
out,
swinging
nobody on.
late. That tells you right there
Yeah.
that the speed that the pitcher has.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 6th. There's some contact, but it goes foul off the first base line. That kind of amplifies the late swing on that one when it goes off the bat towards first base dugout. So it's a 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to be foul tipped. Home plate umpires having some fun out there. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sadie Makowitz. Ringing the bell, huh?
Yeah, Ella Goheen's had 5 strikeouts so far.
Here's the 1-2 to Makowitz. It's going to be inside for ball 2. 2-2 to Sadie Makowitz with 1 out for the Highclimbers. Looks like Paris Mintzer's on deck, Jerry. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Highclimbers here in the 6th. So here's Paris Mintzer, Jerry.
Yeah, and Paris is 0 for 1, flew out to the right fielder back in the 3rd.
So 2 down. Nobody on for Shelton here. High on the first pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes to Paris Mintzer. 7-0 Black Hills with the lead. Shelton at bat. Boy, I was going to say at black, but at bat. Here is the next pitch. It's popped up. Miller just on the grass, or what should be the grass. But it's artificial turf, and that will end the inning for the Highclimbers. We head to the 7th. Black Hills coming up. They're leading 7-0 on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by...
Sorry, folks. I was a little button happy there. We head to the 7th inning of play. It's 8-0. I said 7 going out into the break, and I was mistaken. It's 8-0 Black Hills. And we have, who is this? This is
Ella
Goheen. Yeah.
Goheen. And she's retired 18 hitters so far. And she's had a pretty good night, too. Had a home run, RBI. Has a stolen base. She is 1 for 3.
And we have some defensive changes for the Highclimbers. Bailey Plant is at first base. Natalie Glenn is at third. And Sadie Makowitz is at second, with Haley Scheffenauer still in short. Still at short. And first pitch in there to Goheen was a ball. Did you get all that, Jerry? Did you?
I did.
Okay. I ran through it pretty quick. But, yeah. The outfield, let's see here. Lisa going to be the catcher as well, Jerry. I didn't see that until just now. So Michaela Lee is the catcher. There's a swing and a fly ball. That's going to drop into center left for a base hit by Goheen.
Yeah, that's her second hit of the game.
So 1 on and nobody out for Black Hills.
And now up
is number 33, which I do not have.
I have Alexis Kelly.
Okay.
Alexis Kelly.
Okay. I thought I had some information on her, but I don't see her. Nope, that was on Taryn. Here's a swing and a miss by Kelly for strike 1. So 0-1. Nobody out, 1 on. Ella Goheen over there at first base. Pitch on the way. It's going to be strike 2 call.
Oh.
And Goheen heads up play. Right, takes over to third or to second base. I didn't even see that. I was looking down, Jerry.
Yeah, she showed off her speed there. It was
beat the throw.
Yeah, throw and that air.
So 0-2. It's going to be swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number. It's going to be out number 1 for the Wolves here in the top of the 7th inning, leading 8-0. And here is number 24, and this is Taryn Kelly.
That's correct, sister.
Okay, we're assuming could be cousins.
Yeah, could be.
We don't know. We didn't ask. Here's first pitch to Taryn. She pops one up. Is it playable? It is off the screen and foul. Lee just lost track of that one. So 0-1 to Taryn Kelly. 1 out, 1 on. Ella Goheen at second base. It's an 8-0 ball game. Black Hills with the lead and at bat. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Kelly. Wow. She went a little early on that swing, Jerry. Expected it to come in a little faster than it actually did. So 0-2 to Taryn Kelly. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the ball gets away, but actually be a drop to third, or strike, and the throw to first is offline, and coming in to score is going to be Goheen. Makes it 9-0, and safe on first is going to be Kelly, Jerry.
And another error, a throwing error.
And did they get, oh yeah, okay. So Kelly tried to make it to second. They threw and got her out there. So that'll be out number 2, but another run comes in to score. The previous run, I should say. So there's 2 out and 1 in. It's 9-0. And this is, who is this, Jerry? Number 20. And that was Tyler Venable. Or is Tyler
her
Venable.
second time up,
Yeah.
and she's did score a run by way of an error, and this is her second time up.
Took ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 in. Pitch on the way, that's going to be ball number 2. So 2-0 to Venable. So we'll put the graphic back up that I forgot to put up. Here's the 2-0. It's going to be ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on, 1 run in for Black Hills here in the top of the 7th. It's 9-0. There's a strike, 3-1 to Venable. Shipe is on deck. Should Venable reach? Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a pop fly. It's going to go hook foul over the first base dugout. So that gets Tyler Venable a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for Black Hills. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive is going to get over the head of Makowitz into right field, and Venable's on first base, Jerry, with 2 out.
And now up is number 9, and that is Lily Shipe, and Lily is 0 for 3.
First pitch is a bit high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. Tyler Venable at first base for the Wolves. They're leading at 9-0. Pitch on the way. It's going to be ball number 2. Throw to first, and Venable gets back safely. Here's the 2-0 to Shipe. Swing and a fly ball's going to drop into left field for a base hit. And the Wolves have runners at first and second now with 2 down.
And now up is Kylie McMahon. And Kylie is 0 for 3, had a walk back in the first. Who got that last hit?
That was Shipe pop fly. Makowitz under it and grabs it, and that'll be it for the Wolves here in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the frame. 9-0 Black Hills. Shelton coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, the 9-0 Black Hills. Shelton coming up, leading things off. Looks like Ada Gooley, Jerry.
Yeah, and Ada Gooley is 0 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop and the third baseman. And she's going to try to break this 18 retired streak by Goheen.
Swings and pops the first pitch off for a foul. Out of play. So 0-1 to Ada Gooley. Now, you know, as Jerry mentioned earlier, that you can't count out the Highclimbers. They're a late start kind of team here. Late to the game. There's a swing and a miss by Gooley. Late action team, is that what I'm trying to say, Jerry?
Yes.
They got 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th to come back and beat Centralia on Wednesday, but can they get 9 or 10? There's a foul ball. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Okay, so I think Gate has got it figured out. She hit the first one over to the right, and that one was too much to the left, so next one should be in play, right?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. No balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter for the Highclimbers, Ada Gooley. Yep, foul that one off third baseline. That's close, Jerry. She's getting very close to getting one fair there.
She's made the pitcher work the last couple times.
Yeah.
This time she wants to hit foul balls down the third baseline. The time before was down the first baseline.
Yeah, Ella Goheen, 66 pitches so far. Pretty efficient outing for her.
Yes.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Ada Gooley goes down swinging for the first out.
And now up is Cassandra Tyler, the center fielder, and she is 0 for 2.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. 9-0 ball game, trailing the Black Hills Wolves. Here's first pitch to Cassandra Tyler. Strike 1 called. If you heard of 1, 2, 3's play. Not sure what that means, Jerry, but that's what they do. Here's the 0-1 swing, and that was fouled straight back for strike 2. So 0-2 the count to Cassandra Tyler. 1 out, nobody on for Shelton. Bottom of the 7th. Cassandra Tyler right in the middle of the batting box. Waits for the 0-2. Swing and a fly ball. That's center field. And out there to get it and grab it, Maddie Malone. And that's out number 2. So 2 down. And here's Haley Schuffenauer, right?
Yes, this is Haley Schuffenauer. She's 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher and grounded out or flew out to the shortstop.
So 2 down and nobody on. Pitch on the way, swing, and that's going to be a little line drive ground ball over there to right field, and Haley Schuffenauer's on first base.
And she just broke up that no-hitter. Got the first hit for the Highclimbers. And now up is number 2, the catcher, Liv Rasmussen, and Liv is 0 for 2.
His first pitch to her is high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. 1 on, 2 out. Haley Schuffenauer over at first base. Trailing the Black Hills Wolves 9-0 here, bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a ground ball foul off the first base line. So 1-1 the count now to Liv Rasmussen. Haley Schuffenauer made it all the way to second base, Jerry. She's got to go back to first. Reset. Here's the next pitch on the way. A pop fly. Center field, shallow, coming in to get it, and grabbing it will be the final out of the ball game. Is it the final out? It sure was.
It is. Mm-hmm.
So that will be that, and the Black Hills Wolves take the game 9-0. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
All right, it's a final here at Shelton Fastpitch Field. The Black Hills Wolves come in and knock off the Shelton Lady Highclimbers 9-0. Jerry, some totals?
I do. Black Hills had 9 runs on 9 hits, and they had no errors. And the pitcher, Ella Goheen, pitched a 1-hitter.
Right, 1 hit,
yeah,
no walks, 7 strikeouts.
And the leading hitter for Black Hills was Kaylee Miller with 2 doubles, and she scored twice. Maddie Malone had a single, and Emma Arco had a single, and McKenna Olderman had a single. Lily Shipe had a single, and so did Tyler Venable. So that adds up to 9 hits.
You're missing somebody there. Ella
I think I am.
2 for 4.
Who was that?
Ella Goheen, a home run. And an
Yes,
RBI.
yes.
You forgot
I'm sorry. The most
biggest
important
play of the game there.
Now the math adds up.
There you go.
The math adds up. Yes, Ella Goheen, what a night.
Yeah.
I mean, a home run, and then she had a single in the 7th. Wow.
And then pitched quite a game, 7 strikeouts. So retired. She faced 22 batters, Jerry. 22 batters, and retired.
Almost a perfect game.
Yeah, almost until Haley Schaffenhauer.
Yeah, Haley. And for the Highclimbers, they had no runs on 1 hit. Unfortunately, they had 7 errors.
Yeah, 6 or 7, depends on who you look at. I mean,
there was a couple throwing errors there.
Quite a bit.
That had to add into that.
Yeah.
And like you said, Haley Schaffenhauer did have the lone hit. Wow.
Yeah. Well, anything else to add there, Jerry?
No, I'm not, but looking forward to next Monday with you.
Right. So next up for the Highclimbers, they travel to Chehalis on Monday to face WF West. The Wolves have a quick turnaround and play at North Thurston tomorrow. As Jerry mentioned, our next broadcast is Monday when the North Mason Fastpitch softball team hosts Port Angeles. First pitch is 4:15 or ish, I should say, because yesterday they started about 4:10. Threw me off. That'll do it for us here at the Shelton Fastpitch Field. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with today's broadcast. Final score again, Black Hills 9, Shelton nothing. We'll talk to you Monday from Belfair. You've been watching the high school sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.